Hello, I'm Dan Alexander. Thanks for joining me in another of my webcast episodes. I'd like to talk to you this evening about the power of free. And this is kind of a entertaining story, I think. Um, One time, and this would have been in maybe 2003 or something of that nature. A gentleman called me up from a broadcast network and said, "We have these two Wardbeck consoles here, and we want to get rid of them. And we'll give them to you if you just take them away." Okay, fine. So they were in Los Angeles, and at that time I was still in Berkeley. I called a friend of mine, Bob Biles, a recording engineer here in LA, recently relocated, and I think he's relocating back soon. So, anyways, Bob's a very nice guy, very good recording engineer. And uh, I called Bob and I uh, uh, hired him to go and basically strip these two recording consoles, and he did that, and he um, he took most of the consoles and everything attached to them back to his studio in Hollywood, and uh, shortly thereafter, he wanted me to get the stuff out of there. So I came down to LA and I picked out everything that I wanted to keep. And that amounted to most of the modules that were in both of these consoles. It was two 32 input consoles. So there were 64 Wardbeck input modules and associated other aux-send modules, busing modules, and so on and so forth, and about 3,000 power supplies and a ton of metalwork and patch bays and wiring. So I set aside everything that I wanted to keep, and um, Bob said, "You've got to get this stuff out of my studio." It's understandable. So I'm thinking, I'm going to have to hire some guys and get a truck and go take this to a dump or whatever. But I placed an ad on Friday evening, and it was at about 8 o'clock or thereabouts in the evening, 7, 8 o'clock. And the ad basically said the contents of two Wardbeck recording consoles, come and take it away. There's no input modules, there's no outboard equipment, there's no, I forget what else, but there's lots of wiring, patch bays, and associated metalwork. Um, so the ad said at 1 o'clock at this address, first come, first serve. We'll be out of there at 4. So the next day at 1 o'clock, there was a line of people there. Probably, I don't know, 10, 15 people standing in line at 1 o'clock. They came in and they swooped down on that huge pile of crap like vultures in the desert. And in 1 hour, every single part and piece was gone. There was some guy showed up in his Mercedes sports car, and he filled it up with stuff and made his girlfriend walk home. So this is what I'm telling you. This is the power of free. If you want to give it away, they are coming to get it. That's so I thought it was unbelievably entertaining, and they went crazy. It was a feeding frenzy. It was funny as hell. All right then. So you have a good evening. Take care and rock on. Oh, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, will you? I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.